Hey, this is Miss Pinky MIDI Fighter Mapping. When you download this, you're going to get a folder and 2 files. The first file is going to be the edited, and that's going to load a clip from any track. The track selector is going to load only the clips on the track that the plugin is on. If you click here, you can open the live set. This one's for the track selector. The manual select uses the edited plugin. I'm going to load some clips up here. It doesn't really matter where you put them. And if you hit the play or whatever pad your controller is set to launch the clip, it'll load it up down here in the waveform. When you see how it's changing colors, you can set that to off by clicking mood on, and it'll switch it to off. And then you can change it to whatever color you want. And this is a saturation slider right here, so really gray or really colorful. I like mood on, so keep mood on. If you notice here, I got a bunch of knobs. All these knobs are mapped out to the MIDI Fighter's pads. And tab 1 and tab 2 are going to be on this track. Tab 3 and 4 are going to be on track B. Basically allows you to select what cue point you want by mapping your pad to that knob, and it changes it over here. When you first load it up, you're probably going to want to click play over here on both tracks, and then you hit play, and it's going to play. This is track A, and this is track B. Here's the MIDI Fighter, and currently you can select cue point 1, cue point 2, cue point 3, all the way up to 16. And from there, you can also do loops. You can make a loop, click this top button. The blue screen is for loops, the red screen is for cues. So when you want to do a loop, click on the loop tab up here, and then you press the first side button on the left, and you can start a loop and then end a loop. And when you start a loop and end a loop, it's going to repeat the loop. Both side buttons over here, this one's going to move it on the right. It's going to make the loop move forward, and this one's going to make it move backwards. If you want to double the length, it's going to be the top button over here, and it'll double the length. If you want to shorten the length, it's going to be the middle one on the right side. And you can go all the way down. All the way down to there. Say for instance you want to clear that loop, come over here to the cue tab, and these buttons over here on the right side are going to be for clearing and saving and restoring loops. So I just cleared that loop. Now for instance, if you want to save a loop point, we're going to save a loop point on pad number 1, which corresponds to these loops over here. So I'm on pad number 1, I'm going to start a loop. I'm going to end a loop. Alright, now it's looping. If, say for instance, I want to come back to that later, I can. If you click on 3 or whatever else number that you don't have mapped already, it'll go to whatever loop you want. So say for instance, I already have a loop on this button, it's going to keep that on there. Likewise. Anyways, that's real simple stuff. If you want to do a hot cue, you can just press this button on the aftmost or the forwardmost button on the side, and that's going to be the hot cue. And it's basically going to set whatever cue point you're closest to on hot. So, or never mind, it sets the first cue point on hot. So, anyways, that's it. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Now I'm gonna load up another track, and then we can blend into it. I'll show you how. All you gotta do is click this button, and it's gonna load it up on this one, on this track, and then easily blend over once I play it. Alright, we're playing. Gonna blend in. And you know what? It's not gonna sound that great if I blend in right there, so I'm gonna go and select further up in the song, and then I'm gonna blend in. I'm not gonna beat match or anything, I'm just gonna show you. Pretty cool. And you can always select the next track and go from there. It's selected, and we're gonna blend back. So these are the effects. I have chronolish, pano, faded, beat repeater, detox, transpot, LFO, and reverb. The first 4 effects are mapped to the motion controls of your MIDI fighter, and these ones you can map to whatever controller you have extra, or you can control them with whatever pad controller you want. They're global. Well, not really. You can load them on each track, or they're loaded on each track already, so whatever's controlled over here for the effects are going to affect this track too. I also have a limiter, and that's loaded on both tracks as well. If I tilt forward, it's going to be the beat repeater. If I tilt to the side, it's kind of like one of my hacked effects. And then I got this effect called pano. You can hear that. And then from there, I got this thing called faded, and it just fades out. So a cool thing what you can do is you can go from beat repeat and all the way back. I think it sounds pretty tight. Anyways, I got LFO, reverb, transponder, and something called detox on the bottom row. If you want to map those out to whatever controller you're using, it's going to be great. Anyways, hope you like it. Also, once you're done mixing with A and B tracks, if you always want to go to this one, you can always play the next song in your Ableton Live set. Pretty cool. Alright, thanks. Have a good day.